Diddy trial closing arguments begin with the prosecutors starting their arguments against Diddy. This is part one of the closing arguments by the prosecution, and it is getting good, so let's get into it. Over the last few weeks, you have learned that Sean Combs is the leader of a criminal organization. He doesn't take no for an answer. He's into kidnapping, arson, forced labor, bribery of a security officer, and brutal crimes of trafficking. Important to note, like I said yesterday, they are still charging Diddy for kidnapping and arson. They only took away the attempted charges of both that fall under the RICO. Consider these two moments. March 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel. The defendant got violent with Cassie. You saw what happened. He dragged her back to the freak-off. In 2024, at Jane's house, the defendant choked and hit her. She ran and couldn't get away. These are chapters in the same book. The defendant counted on silence and shame. He thought that his fame and wealth and power put him above the law. Over the last 7 weeks, you have heard how he used his staff to promote his power. No one could stop him. We'll talk about RICO, including the trafficking and transportation for prostitution, which are separately charged as standalone crimes. You may have heard of racketeers. When someone commits a crime as a part of a group, they are more dangerous. A group of people whose purpose was to serve and protect the defendant. It's his kingdom. Everyone was there to serve him, fulfilling all his desires, including his physical desires. We need to show at least 2 racketeering crimes. The defendant was head of the Combs enterprise. There was an inner circle, his chief of staff and his bodyguards. The names change, but the roles remain the same. You've heard about Christina Korm, Combs' right brain. She lived in Two-Star Island. She communicated with Sean Combs' girlfriends, his security. You heard their names: D-Rock, Roger Bonds, Ruben, Uncle Polly, and Fahim. They were armed and ready. Remember the incident at the diner with Suge Knight? David James told you that Mr. Combs had weapons. In the search, law enforcement found weapons, including a rifle with the serial numbers defaced in LA, 2 AR-15s with their serial numbers cut out in the defendant's closet. You also have the rotating cast of assistants paid by the defendant's business. Diddy's assistant, Brendan Paul, said he made $100,000 a year. Christina Korm made 6 times that. When your boss asks you to buy illegal substances, you're committing a crime. When you kidnap someone or lock his girlfriend in a hotel room after your boss stomped on her face, that's a crime. The law doesn't require us to know that they liked committing these crimes. You saw KK childing the defendant to not be so reckless, but she got him cash, illegal substances. She was a member of the enterprise.